My name is Goen. I'm class of '70, and I've been in several positions, generally with either the state of Texas or in private business. Initially, I worked for the General Land Office in Austin, and then after some private fee appraisal work, I moved into the system real estate office for Texas A&M University system, and then since retirement I've gone back into doing fee appraisal work on a private basis.
Okay.
Well, my experiences at A&M have been really important in my life, and primarily in graduate school. That was one of the forming periods of my whole career. I came back from the service and needed a change in direction, and went into grad school there at Texas A&M, and it was a wonderful experience. The professors, primarily Ivan Schmedelman, and some of the others as well, Pat Wooten and so forth, were extremely important in instructing me on how to go out into the world and really make a difference. In my early career, when I first came out of graduate school, out of the real estate program, I went to work briefly for the City of Bryan and in their land appraisal department, and then went to work for the General Land Office in Austin and worked for them for a number of years for appraising state land and private land for both the state of Texas and for the Veterans Land System. And after I left the General Land Office, I went to the Texas A&M University system, where I helped them to manage the properties that all of the agencies and universities under the Texas A&M University system umbrella owned out there, and we were able to buy and sell and lease and manage those properties for them. One of the main pieces of advice that I have is to try and maintain flexibility in your career. I think that one of the things that we do is focus on a certain aspect of our career, and often through our career we have to make changes in our life, both in our business and also in our personal lives where we live and so forth. So don't forget that you need to maintain some flexibility throughout your career. Things change so quickly these days that you sometimes need to adjust to keep things on an even keel.
Okay.
Well, I was lucky, especially early in my career, to have a very cooperative and helpful spouse, and she was able to carry the load on a lot of the family problems while I was off making a living and doing those sorts of things. And luckily, a little later on, when the children were a little bigger, I had the opportunity to move into another position where I was able to stay home and take on more of those responsibilities and try to balance my life a little more between work and family. Success is kind of a hard thing to measure. It's not always in dollars. One of the things that you have to do to succeed in life, in my opinion, is to try and find a profession that you really like to do. In order to really have success, you have to have a goal and enjoy the process of getting there and making that goal achievable. So one of the main things is to is to choose something that you really enjoy, and then the workload is not nearly as hard, and you can be more successful at the end of the day. Well, I'm very honored to be chosen for this. It's a really wonderful group of people that have been entered into the registry, and I count myself very honored and lucky to be included with those other people. The main thing is that we, coming out of A&M, we've all heard of the Aggie Network, and that is real. When I came out of grad school, under the advice of Dr. Schmedeman, several of us formed up an organization to help hold the students together after graduation. And over time, that has been a very beneficial organization for those of us who came through the real estate program in particular. But the Aggie Network for all Aggies is real, and you can continue to network with other Aggies no matter where you go and no matter what you do.